E aí, aqui é o Zé. Buenas tardes, buenas noites, buenos dias para quem tá vendo este vídeo e vamos continuar aqui a campanha aqui do ANTHEM. Este jogo que por vias vai ser encerrado e não vai poder mais jogar, mesmo quem tiver mídia física ou digital. Infelizmente, a indústria dos games está indo por um caminho que, se for pegar, infelizmente não vai dar não, porque você pagar em um jogo caro, tô botando no mundo de hoje, que é no mínimo 400 conto base, mais aquelas edição premium, que não sei o que chega até 700 conto, como um GTA da vida deve chegar aí, mais ou menos, e aí fica admissível depois de 10 anos, 15 anos, ou não importa o ano, você chegar lá, a empresa, né, chegar lá e simplesmente fechar os servidores porque diz que o jogo só funciona online. Isso é um absurdo, na minha concepção. Eles já lançaram esse jogo aqui cheio de problemas, não prometeu um monte de coisas e não entregou, abandonou o jogo e depois de uns 4, 6 anos aí, que ele foi em 2009 ou 2019, vamos botar logo 2020, pronto, 5 anos. 5 anos depois, a empresa lá e diz que em 2026 vai ter os servidores fechados e vai simplesmente não vai poder mais jogar. E aí eu pego e lhe pergunto, eles vão reembolsar quem pagou? Claro que não vai, né? Quem ficou no prejuízo aí foi quem comprou. Eu comprei essa mídia física, mas foi 30 conto, sabe? E quando ele lançou, lá em 2019, eu ganhei este game aqui. Ganhei aqui dos meus amigos, jogar Destiny comigo, o John e o André. Só que eu fico imaginando isso aí, velho, pra quem pagou. Imagine aí. Mas enfim, vamos lá jogar, ver a campanha, lembrar de novo, porque eu não lembro mais, e depois logo platinar, né? E logo aqui você vê, ó, lá, 12 de janeiro de 2026 encerrarão os servidores de Enten. Então, restam 180 dias para você jogar e usar o seu saldo de moedas premium. Agradece, agradecemos e saiba mais. É simplesmente assim, fecha, acabou, né? Foda-se aí o resto. Mas enfim, né? Vamos lá.
Lucky Jack? Keeping busy?
You know it. Just had a contract dealing with scars. I show up and they're messing with a relic. Good thing some buddies jump on the call. We've got elementals swarming, scars everywhere, then a love-struck Koroks shows up.
What happened?
Teamwork, fancy flying, and one heck of a lucky shot. Next thing I know, the relic's silent, the Koroks has a new friend, and we come out all right.
I'm starting to see where you got the nickname.
It could have gone straight sideways, I'm telling you, but that's what family's for. Stronger together, right?
It's the best way to survive. Nice to have company, too.
More eyes, more ears. And more witnesses when you do something awesome.
Like dealing with the love-struck Koroks.
It's not something you forget. Just was scheduling the next job was easy.
Is there a problem?
My buddies and I thought we'd team up on another contract. Last one went well, so why not, right? Now they can't agree which job to take. I just want something logged in the pending contracts report.
What are your options?
An Arcanist looking for a lost vault. Gotta love some mystery. Or the fort needs people to take on hostile wildlife. Guaranteed action there.
Going toe-to-toe with the creatures out there keeps you sharp. Makes the fort safer, too.
That's what we're here for, isn't it? I'm all for that. All right, buddy, using you as the tiebreaker. Wish me luck.
Not sure you need it.
Yeah. I'll see you around. Hey.
You, or you, freelancer, listen, this is important. The anthem spoke to me in my dreams. Last night, the year before last, the Shapers.
My savior, and the reason scars aren't feasting on my liver right this minute. Bloody scars. The spike in their activity has really thrown off my research.
What are you working on exactly?
I'm looking for a lost Arcanist text known as the Elysian Manuscript. It was inscribed by early members of our order and has been lost for generations. Some Arcanists believe that their writings could help us predict the behavior of Shaper instruments. Imagine knowing if a relic will create firestorms, or scorpions, or shatter you into 1,000 pieces.
We could keep people safe.
Indeed. Every little piece of knowledge we can scrape together helps.
You're making progress?
The heroic work done by my assistants, may they continue to seek answers beyond this life, led to a discovery. Turns out there was a far more ingenious way to pass knowledge along. Invisible runes.
Invisible?
Runes, yes.
How do I...
Aha! I piqued your curiosity. You'll just have to continue on this adventure to find out, won't you? Our research has revealed a potential site that may answer our questions.
Just point me in the right direction.
Heard Tassin mumbling about the Dominion? Did you know I once hid in a mound of rotting fungus to avoid one of their patrols? Rashes for days.
Hi, freelancer. Hello.
Sentinel, good to see you again.
Is it?
Isn't it?
I don't associate much with freelancers.
Okay.
Or anyone not a sentinel, really.
Well, I hope you don't regret getting to know one of us.
Yes, me too.
Okay. Can I help you with something?
Yes. Well, quietly. I don't technically have permission from my superiors to be contracting you, but there's been an unusual amount of scar activity around nearby Arcanist base. Whatever it is, it could be dangerous if the scars get hold of it.
Agreed. I'll check it out for you.
Good. I mean, good luck, freelancer.
Right. No problem.
Agora entendi. Para continuar aqui dando uma mãozinha, você tem que terminar ali, né, a missão dando uma mãozinha, você tem que terminar ali o plano escuro e medidas preventivas. Enfim, vamos lá.
When Bastion's finest are in the dark, sometimes the best man for the job is a Granite. Rising Star Investigator Sentinel Quincy
Are you and Jack in some sort of who can be the bigger hero contest? That's the third Sentinel patrol he's rescued from scars this week.
Freelance. Thanks again for your help. Business is already looking up.
Selling the thunder, huh?
Hey, people laugh, but the uniform makes the soldier. Ever seen the Dominion? They know it. If you want to win a war, presentation is half the battle. A javelin's designed to intimidate, annihilate, exterminate, eradicate, and if you're really good, obliterate. You have to inspire fearful awe in your enemies.
Plus, it's just cool flying in style.
That it is. May as well have fun while you're scaring people.
I figure there's a reason we call the suits javelins.
Of course there is. Imagine they called it a skewer or something. Oh crap, bruh. A squad of skewers is coming our way.
Doesn't have quite the same ring.
Not unless you're having a cookout.
You seem pretty passionate about this.
I love what I do. And it's important. I want to help the good guys win. When a freelancer shows up in the javelin, I want people to remember it. Your enemies will shudder. Your allies will salute.
The giant gun I ride with me won't hurt.
All part of the presentation. The more you intimidate, the less they can annihilate.
Bullets tend to settle things pretty quickly.
Think bigger. They aren't just bullets. They're a hailstorm of furious anger lancing the boils that plague this world.
You're in the right line of work, Prospero.
Beats shoveling Clorox manure for a living. You take care.
Actually, you didn't pass this advice.
So how did you learn about where we're headed?
From very field notes. It was something the writer was saying. Something they didn't write down. I'm certain of it.
So you had a hunch.
A hypothesis.
Right.
What secrets must they hold?
Let's find out.
This will be difficult.
What am I looking for?
A mark of some type. Something other artists recognize.
Barril.
Creatures. That's fine.
There, yes.
Unusual design. I've seen this before. It won't trigger with the right stimulus.
Which is what?
A shift in energy.
We
We create a change. The wires detected.
The
The
more
triggers.
Like a fire alarm?
Exactly.
That shaper object across the markers made for echoes.
Got it. Let's spell the fire.
Shit. Trigger for larger shift in engine. More is needed. We should be close.
What do you think will happen when we trigger the marker?
I can't say for sure. My theory is we learn something about the hidden ruins.
Got some scars back there.
Leaving them drugged now.
Yeah, they have a special sensitivity to certain kinds of energy. Has to be related to the insect physiology. Kind of in the middle of something right now, guys.
Ah, yes, of course.
Don't let them stand in your way. Didn't plan. Let's get those signals. Why are they engaged? That seems pointless. Like a fish for free creatures. Oh. Clever. I kind of respect that. Got another one. Yes. Excellent. Looks like you need one. slimy friends.
Ah, yes.
We should be close. Good. The energy is shifting.
What do you think will happen when we trigger the marker?
I can't say for sure.
I feel like this was not something.
I'm sure this will work. Keep going. can't do this work without freelancers at
My fears is so this capital system requires many uncomfortable insights in the jungle.
There's a book you're looking for.
The Elysian manuscript.
Right. What do you think you'll find in there?
Find? Well, archivists perceive truth, but time twists truth, hides it. The manuscript is a window to a fairly old truth.
The archivist file.
Precisely. Now please activate that marker.
Tem coisa que é diferente.
Let's see what they're gonna select for us.
Amazing.
What's happening? What are those?
Quickly, find the agent for this here.
Those are runes. My people associated. Invisible runes.
But I can see them.
Just for the moment. This energy will last.
Got it. Very strange energy signature.
So, rooms. What?
Secret writing that Jane lost and forgotten. Think the key was right in front of me. I did. Oh dear, the energy is starting to fluctuate.
Does that mean hurry?
Yes.
That's all we're good.
Should be enough. I have an idea of my more immediate future.
You think that'll help?
Yes, explain it again before charts first. Thank you. These rules hold the key to finding the Legion manuscript. I'm certain.
Deixa eu ver outra missão.
that one the hard way. Hey, good to see you. You're a freelancer, right?
I think you knew that.
I never assume. Like, I'm a laundryman now, right? But not very long ago, I was a cleaning guy. I figured you were like me, always on the move.
We're not that alike.
Sure we are. Anyway, you know Yo, right? That super old freelancer?
Sure, I know Yarrow.
You think you know, but did you hear about him and Tesla?
No, and I should be going.
Oh, too bad. Hey, do you have time for lunch?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, we're both so busy. So, all right, I'll see you around.
Controles. Aqui. não funcionou. Só que essa porra que é...
So, what are you after today?
Matthias Summer. Is he really banned from the bar?
That Arcanist? Oh, yeah. Technically, he's not allowed within half click, but the fort's not that big.
Half a click? You didn't mention that. What happened exactly?
He's sitting over there with a bunch of brains. They have about 5 rounds of silver, no sign of drying up. They start arguing about some nonsense. I don't know what God said, but Matthias throws a drink at one guy. Then Genius Boy stands up on the table, shouts, "Do the math or shove off!" and flings himself at the guy. Smashed the hell out of the table, tried to stab a guy with a busted chair. I had to call the Sentinels.
Huh. I guess he really likes math.
Yeah, that makes it all better.
Anyway, everything going all right around here lately? No curses or anything?
Doesn't work like that. Guy before Dusty, Zine or something, took over, changed the name to the Black Emporium. 2 months later, hit by lightning inside the fort. Sentinels found him fried to a crisp and fused to his chair in the back room. Glitch crap just happens. You don't hear about it beforehand.
Why are you sticking around? You could ditch this place and be safe.
That plan didn't work so well for Dusty. Besides, this is the only spot to get a drink between Antium and Glitch in Orheim. It's worth nearly as much as the city of Helios. I'm not giving that up for a scary story.
Bugou legal, viu? Você é maluco. É doido. Que parada é essa?
Hey, buddy. You're getting it done up there.
You saying that in general, or?
Always quick to brag. Not that you haven't earned it, right?
That's just going.
I've got the reports to prove him right. You're raising our name. We're getting more offers. I've started color-coding the ledgers. It's beautiful.
What about you? Any exciting jobs besides paperwork?
Remember that job my buddies and I took? Dealing with the local wildlife.
How'd it go?
We fly out to where there's been reported attacks. The fort sends word they lost contact with some sentinels nearby. It's quiet. No one's saying it, but we haven't seen this patrol, and we're all thinking it.
Not every job goes well.
No getting around that. But we were lucky this time.
Of course you were.
We find the sentinels backed into a cave. They're surrounded by scorpions. We start to divide and conquer. This sentinel rookie with a cracked faceplate mentions they've got explosives. I keep the scorpions away while he sets it up. I don't know what happened, but we get a fire instead of a boom, so I yell, "Work with it!" Next thing you know, we've got the sentinels back, and the rookie's explaining to Fool why he's down half an eyebrow.
Now that's one to remember.
Wouldn't have done it without your tight-breaking boat.
Something tells me the job would have been interesting either way.
You never know, eh?
I guess not. See you around, Jack.
Hey, got time to check in? The Dominion think they'll get their way out there. We won't let that happen, will we?
I'm so sorry. There's been an ambush. Your husband...
No, no. How can that be? He wasn't alone. There were enough people.
Scars ambushed the party. Help did arrive, but it was too late.
No. No.
I'm very sorry. If there's anything I can do to help, please let me know.
Freelancer? Freelancer, yes, excellent, you're here.
Matthias? Need something?
Need something? No. Have something. You remember that strange energy the runes emitted?
I remember you mentioning something while I collected them.
I managed to isolate and identify the energy pattern. I passed it along to your cipher.
Who can now help me find those invisible runes?
Which are the key to unlocking another impenetrable mystery.
Which means you want me to go find more of them.
Yes, the more the better. With enough, I'm certain I can find the location of the Elysian manuscript. Certain. I've several leads. It's very promising. Talk later.
You got it, Matthias.
Nice day, huh? You're back. Wonderful. I get flashes of inspiration whenever we chat.
Really? That's good, right?
Nice. You know, my mentor had strong feelings about inspiration and the gathering thereof. Inspiration must be seized, Matthias, she'd say. Grab it by the throat and don't let go. Well, she didn't actually say throat, but something else. Philo had no time for propriety.
Philo Ray taught you? I've heard she was a brilliant arcanist.
And the reason I'm not dead in a ditch.
How did you meet?
I, robbed her.
That really was not what I was expecting.
She was a fancy lady, I was a street kid. What would you have done?
Okay, fine. I probably would have robbed her too.
Can you blame me? All I saw was a case full of expensive-looking things. I knew they had to be worth something to someone, so I grabbed the case. Shaper relics. I didn't realize the danger. I got lucky, nothing blew up when I took it apart. But Phyla had followed me. It was impossible for an unschooled vagrant to silence a relic, she said.
That made her want to teach you?
I think so. She never explained. Maybe it was the way I handled the relic. It took her an hour to convince me to go with her.
I'd have jumped at the chance. Why didn't you?
I didn't trust her.
What changed your mind?
She sat with me and explained the relics. She told me I could be an arcanist. She was kind. No one had been kind to me in years. She was the first to call me a prodigy. Damn, I miss her. Anyway, You're probably busy. We can talk later. Nice day, huh?
Let's get to work. Patching in Sentinel Bryn.
Freelancer. Hello again. Sentinel Bryn here. Hi.
Hi, again, Sentinel. How are you?
Fine, fine. The Arcanist space isn't far from your location. Keep an eye out for scars.
Will do. Since this is our first mission, maybe we should talk. Get to know each other?
No, let's not. I'll let you know when you're close to the base.
All right.
We made it! Arcanist space just ahead, Freelancer.
On it.
Completely overrun by scars. Had a feeling.
The Arcanists?
I'm getting a signal from a safe house nearby. I'll send a team to collect them. Now take care of these scars. Oh, please.
Sure thing.
Any insight into what the scars are doing here?
Base is ransacked. Machinery torn out all over.
Interesting. Scars don't typically care about Arcanist equipment. I wonder what exactly they were studying here.
Can we do this later?
Ah! Right, right. Kill those scars on the fort walls later.
You're welcome. The scars must have taken whatever the Arcanists were studying.
Probably. They're such pests. We've seen scars gather in an area not far from you. Check there.
You got it. This is more scar activity than I've seen in a long time.
I thought no one else had noticed.
They're everywhere lately.
They're not even people, just gross monster things ruining stuff wherever they go.
Tell me how you really feel, Bryn.
Freelancer, this is where the scars have been gathering.
Got it. I'll look around for our missing Arcanist machinery. And for whatever else they might have been working on.
Watch out for scars while you're at it.
Just broken shaper bits. Nothing from the Arcanists.
Keep looking. It's gotta be around here somewhere.
Bryn, there's no Arcanist equipment here either.
Okay. Well, if you don't see anything Arcanist-y, they probably got hidden.
So I should look for some kind of scar shed?
Sure? How about a scar cave instead of a scar shed?
I can work with it.
Well, there's one near you. Good place to hide stolen machinery.
I'll find it and head in.
I would hope so, yes. the scars are hiding a stockpile, it'd be somewhere creepy like this.
Any advice?
Eliminate them and find it.
Blunt but fair. Finished off all the scars.
We're not done yet.
Perfect, thanks. Hi there. This way. Give me a hand. Thank you. They've got that stolen Arcanist machinery hooked up to a Shaper artifact.
Ugh, what's that? Stop them before it goes volatile.
You should silence it, probably. You need to get those fragments. Grab those fragments and silence the relic. You need to get those fragments. Freelancer, get the fragments. You need to get those fragments. Got one! Bring it back! Fragment returned. Nice work. Grab those fragments and silence the relic. Found a piece! Nice work, return it! That fragment will help. Got a fragment! Good! Reassemble it! Take the shiny shield of General Tarsus.
Were those scars deliberately trying to force a Shaper artifact to create scorpions?
Maybe? That's so strange. They normally just scavenge. I'll put it in my report. And, thank you, Freelancer. This was a huge help to the Sentinels and to the fort.
Nice working with you two.
Yes, well, maybe we'll work together again sometime. Maybe.
See you around, Brain.
Hi there, it's me.
Owen?
We need to chat. It's important. Meet me in the bar.
Okay, I'll be there. Owen? Huh.
Give me a day. One more day, please.
He's due now. Was that not clear to you?
Well, look who's come around. Looking sharp, big star.
Right. Feeling better?
Yes, indeed. Flying high.
What have you been up to?
Freelancing. Always freelancing. And some shady business.
Shady business?
Oh, yeah. A sorry tale of woe, my glamorous friend. You want to hear it?
Do I want to be involved in this?
Are you offended by adventure?
It takes a lot to offend me.
Stronger together. Okay, back to me. There's sexy danger, sexy bad choices, probably more sexy danger.
Tell me what happened.
I found myself in a game of chance with some dubious regulated types. Not the good kind. These were real knee breakers. In hindsight, it probably wasn't a good idea.
How did you end up there?
They asked. Who knows? What did I have to lose?
Your knees?
Ah, what are you gonna do? It's kind of how I work, right? Sexy danger? Anyway, this game, I kind of bet my javelin suit.
You did what?
I was confident I had the winning hand.
Let me guess. Sexy bad choice?
Affirmative. Turns out my cards were crap. Yeah, ouch. Things got pretty ugly.
So you lost your suit?
Not yet. They gave me a deadline to deliver it. So I was sitting here, trying to figure out what I should do.
See if they want to do a trade. Instead of your suit, they might take something else.
I don't know. Maybe.
They're smugglers. They'll bargain for sure.
Yeah, you're right. I'm out there running across all kinds of valuable stuff. It has to be something they want.
They'll get it. They're interested in profits. That's what you're offering.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. I'll talk to you later.
Looks like this is your lucky day.
Why's that?
You just bumped into the oldest man in Fort Tarsis. Name's Jarek.
Nice to meet you.
You too. You know, you don't live as long as I have without seeing some things.
Yeah? Like what?
I was there when the scars swarmed the fort's terraces. It was a bloodbath. Happened over 50 years ago, and it feels like yesterday. I was also there when the scars came over the walls. What do you think about that?
I think you've seen a lot.
You bet I have. More than you ever will, that's for sure.
I hope you're right.
Oh, I am, freelancer. I've lived a life filled with bloodshed and disaster. I've survived Strider ambushes, Dominion attacks and outlaws. I've even run from wyverns. I've seen enough death the last 50 lifetimes. And yet, somehow, I'm still kicking.
So, what's your secret to survival?
It ain't no secret. I'm a pragmatist. I always did what I had to in order to survive.
Sounds like you made some tough choices.
You tell me. I was in a mining crew digging for ore near Heliost when the main shaft collapsed. We were trapped behind a solid wall of rock. We had no idea of how long it would take for the rescue party to dig us out. I was lucky enough to find a bottle of water. But there were 6 of us.
1 bottle of water for 6 miners? How many of you made it out?
I was the only survivor.
You're tough as nails. That's why you're still alive.
I guess so.
You guess? How else does one man live while 5 perish?
I just did what I had to do.
Yeah, and you were lucky.
I sure was.
I guess you need at least a little good fortune to become the oldest man in Fort Tarsus.
In some ways, I am lucky. You cheered me up, freelancer. Thank you.
You're welcome, old-timer.
Maybe next time we meet, I'll tell you how I survived the massacre on the terraces.
Hi again.
Freelancer. Fancy meeting you here.
Were you trying to make a joke, Bryn?
I'm attempting something new. I don't think I enjoyed it. I should tell you, I'm impressed with how you've handled yourself on missions.
Freelancers. We get the job done.
Sometimes, from what I've heard.
And you believe everything you hear?
You do seem shockingly reliable.
Shockingly?
Oh, pleasantly. Surprisingly?
Has anyone ever told you that you're not great with people, Bryn?
Oh, constantly.
How do you even have an opinion of freelancers if I'm the first one you've worked with?
From radio shows and other Sentinels. Have you ever considered Sentinel life?
A long time ago. Before joining the freelancers.
And?
I was figuring things out. I also thought about breeding grabbits for a while.
I've always known what I wanted to do. Oh, rules and regs keep the world in order. A place for everything.
Sounds like you've used that line before.
My mother's favorite. She was a Sentinel too, and she also loved rules.
Isn't working with freelancers without permission breaking those rules?
If the Sentinels don't adapt, the fort won't be around much longer to protect.
And isn't that adapting just breaking the rules with purpose?
Now you're just talking nonsense.
I'll see you around.
Potentially.
So did you hear anything about that guy and the thing? Man, with something like that, you should really soak it. I'm so glad to see you. I've been wanting to warn you about the bar owner.
Okay.
Her name is Max.
All right.
Now be careful with her. I'm telling you this as a friend.
So you think we're pals or something?
Yes, I feel very close to you. I mean, that's why I'm telling you this. It's for your safety.
Got it.
Okay, so I heard Max has connections to the regulators. Word in the fort is, if you owe her money and don't pay up, you could end up face down in a Scar encampment, torn apart by Wyvern.
But if she's got regulator connections, why wouldn't she turn you over to them?
Hey, I'm just telling you what I heard, because I don't want you to get hurt.
Thanks for the heads up.
You're welcome, my friend.